Hi guys, welcome back to Hilltop Farm. Jay here, and today I'm going to be showing you how to can up that lovely blackberry jam. Now, being fruit based and obviously jam, it will be a water bath canning today. Okay, our jars have been sterilised, and now give it the mixture a good stir. And then into the jars. Okay, now going for a 1-inch head space. Now my vinegar water, clean the top of my jar. As usual, when I do jams, I always do a couple of half-pint jars for my mother to start off. And into the canner. Okay, got the jars sitting over there with hot water in them so they don't go cold. Make sure you have a towel down or something. Blackberry stains like mad. Okay. Again, clean that off. Take your lids. They've been sitting in very hot water. And as always, finger tight, but not too tight. Now, I'll carry on with these and you guys can come back when everything's in the canner. Okay, so there we are. Now, they're all submerged, inch or so below the surface. Okay, when they come up to a rolling boil, we then process it for 10 minutes, and once it's done that 10 minutes, we'll be back and we'll take them out of the canner. Okay, there's a malfunction with the camera, so after 10 minutes processing, remove the jars from the canner. Just make sure as you're taking them out you resist the urge to tilt them over to get any water off the top of them. The problem is if you tilt the jars over to get the water off before that seal has popped down, you could get a little bit of seepage go under the seal and wreck your seal, which of course you don't want. So keep them level till they've popped. In most cases in the cooling process all that water will evaporate, and if it doesn't, it's a small matter just to dry it off. Besides, tomorrow when they're cool, lids have got to come off and they've got to go to soapy water for a wash anyway, so it really doesn't make much difference. So that's them. They all seem to be popping quite happily, so I will leave them to stand overnight to cool, and I'll be back in the morning to show you how to clean them up and label them and prepare them for storage in the pantry. See you in the morning. Okay, and we're back. Now, they've managed to cool overnight. Okay, so what we have to do this morning is take all our rings off, check our seals, okay, wash them, warm soapy water and dry them, and then label the top of them with, you know, obviously what's on them and the date that you did it. Okay, once you've done that, they can all go in the pantry for use over the next 12 months, 2 years, whatever. As I've said before, Ball Mason recommend 12 months maximum for their lids, which is fine. They have to cover themselves, I guess. But I will use these, well, things like jams, 3-4 years, you know, just as long as the seals are okay, they're fine. And if the seals aren't okay, believe me, when you take the lids off, you know, because the content is either mouldy or it smells, or, you know, so I don't sort of see what the big deal is. But anyway, I think they're just covering themselves. So, next thing is probably going to do a batch of chicken stock next. We're down to 1 jar of it left in the pantry, and it's probably the most used item in there. So we need to get some more of that on the shelf. So probably find the next project will be chicken stock, and of course the one after that will be followed by canning it. Now, our regular cooking videos are released at 6 AM Australian Central Time on a Monday and Wednesday. If you want to see any updates on our Papillon breeding, the Papillon diaries, they don't come out every week, but when they do come out, it's 6 AM Central Australian Time on a Saturday. And the next thing we're going to start doing is we're periodically going to be releasing specials, which will be 6 AM Central Australian Time on a Friday. The next special, I don't know as it'll be out this Friday, but probably the next. I'm going to start with a canning tutorial. I think it'll be too much for 1 video, 2 videos, possibly even 3. But it's going to be canning basically from way to go, going through all the things that you can, and right through to how to can it, the equipment you use, and all that kind of thing. We'll be covering water bath canning and pressure canning. And while we're on that subject, the chicken stock, when that is due for canning, that'll be the first thing I think I videoed that will be pressure canning. So that will be interesting for those of you that haven't been exposed to that yet. So I will go through all that in the tutorial, so look out for that. Particularly the Australian viewers who are possibly not used to it, haven't been exposed to it. Not only will I show you the ins and outs of it, I'll tell you where in Australia you can source your supplies. Okay? So why don't you hit subscribe so you don't miss any of that. Hit the like button if you like this video. And that's it from Hilltop Farm. I'm Jay, and we'll see you next time. See you later.